the eyes. And this, in my opinion, instantly makes them more cartoony. And because there's not much detail involved in the eyes, if you have a really small character or if your character is really far away, then it's just going to be really easy to draw these eyes smaller like this. And talking about size, I've actually seen people give their characters really huge eyes like this, which are not in proportion with the character itself. And I think they do this because they want the character to look more cute. Personally, I think the smaller dot eyes actually look cuter, but if it fits in with your style, then go for it. So now I'm just making a copy of these eyes so I can show you something. A huge benefit to having just the dot eyes is that if your character has eyebrows, then adding expression is going to be very easy. And the reason why it's easy is because you can keep the eyes just static, so draw them exactly the same every time, but then use the eyebrows to add the expression. And as you can see, these eyes now look angry and I haven't even touched them. I've just added 2 lines for the eyebrows and a few wrinkle lines in between, and that's it. Okay, so let's move on to the second style of eyes. Now for the second style, all we're going to do is draw 2 rough circles. They don't have to be perfect. And if you really do want perfect circles, then if you're doing digital art like me, then just use one of the tools on your drawing program to do a proper circle. And then if you really want it to be all even, just copy that circle and paste it and then just move it across to the side, and then it's all completely even. But to be honest, it seems a lot less hassle just to draw the circles by hand. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is take the dot eyes that we learned how to do before and then place them inside these circles. And the huge benefit to having this style of eyes is that you can use the dots or the pupils to show which way your character is looking, just by placing them in different parts of the circle. As you can see, in the top example, the character is looking to the side, and in the bottom example, the character is looking upwards. Okay, so I'm just going to move these to the side, and then I will show you how to draw the third style of eyes. So the third style we're going to do is more of a human style and would look better on an actual human face rather than on an object. So start off by drawing an oval shape and then drawing the pupil, making sure that some of the top of the pupil is covered by the eyelid. And then draw a curved line above the eye just to show where the eyelid is. A variation of this eye, which also looks really good, is when you draw more of a kind of rectangle shape instead of an oval, and I use this one quite a lot. Another thing you can actually do is add irises as well, but I think that for beginners, you should probably leave the irises out. But if I was to give this eye an iris now, I would have to also move the highlight, because when you have an iris as well, the highlight looks weird just on the pupil. You kind of need it to cover the iris and pupil. So I'm just going to edit this a little bit to show you. And there you go, that looks much better. But if you wanted to draw eyes with irises, then you would actually draw the whole eye in a different order. I would draw the iris shape first, then the highlight shape, then the pupil shape behind it, and then just colour in the pupil. But like I said, if you are a beginner, I would probably stick with just pupils. And that's it, how to draw cartoon eyes for beginners. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, leave a comment, And as I mentioned earlier, this video is actually the first in a playlist for beginners. So if you enjoyed that video, please subscribe so you don't miss any of the videos coming up. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.